coming up in this read. Somebody sees you. They see you and they're wanting to get to know you better. And it's someone who is literally right in front of you. Libra, let's do your October love reading. Please do check out my description box and my pinned comment for any information that you need about me, the card decks that I'm using, or the private readings as well. Please don't take anything too personally as well, because this is a general read, so only some of the read could apply to you, especially if you're cross-watching, so you fit it how it applies, if at all. And as always, please do respect the tarot. It does take time for the messages to come out. And finally, if you don't want to miss a video, then subscribe and stay notified. Okay, so Libra, what's going on for you? Right, so you've got the past, present and future, so the three fates. Interesting. And at the bottom of the deck is feminine energy. Okay. The feminine energy is an interesting one to me because obviously the symbol as well. It's a very fertile symbol, right? Underneath that one is home. Okay. Past, present and future. Femininity and home. Some of you could be feeling lovesick. Not lovesick. Homesick. Right? Others of you could be looking for a place to call home. Feeling as if you constantly have to wander and never actually feel at home. It could be about people as well, like searching for your tribe, your soul family, that sort of thing. People where you feel safe and at home. With the feminine energy and the home card being right next to each other, and they were hidden at the bottom of the deck, there could be something to do with your past concerning a mother, your mother, or a mother figure, and something to do with home life as well. I see that this looks like water to me, so there could be a lot of emotions surrounding your childhood and you basically processing everything that happened in your childhood. I'm getting like a vibe of recreation as well. So some of you have done a lot of healing work on your inner child. It's given you the permission to indulge yourself in all of the things that you wanted to do as a child, but perhaps never, for whatever reason, never had the opportunities to do certain things. There could have been certain interests or hobbies that you had as a child, and perhaps your home life, your home situation, perhaps it was unaffordable or otherwise unobtainable, something like that. I'm getting the word beliefs as well. So for some of you had very strong spiritual beliefs as a child, and perhaps that was discouraged. But now you've got the three fates coming out. You're deciding, actually, yeah, I do have a list of stuff that I wanted to do as a child, or a list of stuff that I was interested in as a child, and now as an adult, I'm going to indulge myself in those things. Because my inner child is crying out for these experiences. So it is a bit of a bittersweet vibe. I'm going to see if we can get more information on this when we start peeling your big spread. Okay. Right, so I'll do that for you now. I do apologise if I sound a little bit distracted. I've got one of the kittens, he's fallen asleep on my lap, so I just have to keep checking to make sure he's not about to roll off my lap or anything. Okay. Can you tell us more information, please, for our Libra collective? Yeah, I need to cut this deck. So I've trimmed down this deck as much as I can, and it's still too big for my hands. So, yeah. It's a bit awkward to try and use, I think, another 2 shuffles, and then I'll manually peel Maybe one more, because that was a bad shuffle. Okay. Right, so you've got hand fast in union, broomstick, clearance, high priest or high priestess, responsibility. And at the bottom of the deck is air, imagination. Okay. So somebody, it could be you, could be someone else that you're dealing with. Take it as it resonates. It's a general, right? I'll just say somebody, and then you can decide where it is that you're sitting with this energy, okay? Somebody is very much in their thoughts at the moment, and it does feel like memories, and it feels like someone has made it their responsibility to work through, process, and clear out anything that happened during that childhood, and ensure that any unhealthy habits or cycles are not continued into the next generation. So we're looking at the energy of someone who is very much so a cycle breaker. Okay. With the union, I'm unsure of that at the moment. We are going to clarify all of this for you, okay? The initial thing is, first of all, the energy does feel like an external energy. Second of all, it feels more like a subconscious union of the self, okay? Because you're taking on that responsibility of making sure that any dross from the past isn't continued into your future. And you're doing that in your present moment as well. Have one more, please, for Libra. You then have risk and playful. Okay, so peel that one. Vision and differences. Okay. Different cultures, different beliefs or opinions. You will not always agree with everybody, and then to you. So yeah, that's that age-old, like, not everybody is going to like you, not everybody's going to get along with you. But then again, when you look back, how many people do you actually like and get along with? Do you know what I mean? So that's the duality energy, isn't it? Some of you could be dealing with Gemini. I don't think as much, though. I feel that this is more about just the principle of duality, or should I say polarity, for those of you who are into the laws of alchemy. Okay, so everything is dual, everything has poles, everything has a pair of opposites, like and unlike. Opposites are identical in nature but different in degree. I'm reading this off of my list of rules that I've got on my wall. All truths are but half-truths, and all paradoxes may be reconciled. So yeah, that's the law of polarity. Yeah, just keep that in mind, basically. And for anybody who could be feeling particularly emotionally sensitive, or perhaps who are a bit oversensitive at this point in time, it's a reminder that anybody who has offended you or who will offend you, they're not necessarily doing it deliberately. Okay, it could just be a difference of opinion. So again, it is, just bear that in mind. It's like everybody's not for you, you're not for everybody, and that's okay. That's perfectly okay. What else, please, for Libra? Again, I'm going to have to cut this deck because it's a very heavy cardstock, and so it's difficult to handle. Okay, so that one wants to come out. I'll continue doing the shuffle, but obviously if anything else comes out as well, I will take it. Right, there we go. Right, observe, helpless and hopeless, and opportunity beckons with control. Okay, so that's strength and solar plexus chakra. That's like your willpower. Change your focus. Change your focus, daydreams and decisions. Willpower. Control and willpower. Ah, man, that's a really interesting energy. Control and willpower. Yeah, you might have to remind yourself to control your emotions. I feel someone or something is about to trigger you without actually intending to do that. Do you know what I mean? Somebody could also remind you of someone else from your past as well, and you might not like them initially because they remind you too much of somebody from your past, somebody that was a very difficult character to deal with. Possibly for some of you, a person who put you through a lot of trauma. They could remind you of your mother. You could meet someone who inadvertently reminds you of your mother. We were getting really strong mother energy that was hidden at the bottom of one of the decks for you, Libra. And it could trigger you. It could trigger you. It's like either they look like your mother, or they've got some kind of mannerisms of your mother, and it's making you feel really uncomfortable. It could be. You tell us about union. Thank you. The two, no, that's the Three of Wands, and it's come out off balance. Uncertain of the direction that your future's taking. And that's to do with union. So for anybody who's watching for romantic love, because again, with this being a love read, there's loads of different types of love. It could be romantic, it could be familial, friendship, anything, right? Lots of different types of love. If anybody's watching from the point of view of romantic love, then there's an uncertainty about what the future holds for you. And I just saw the devil as well when I flashed through that card. When I flashed through that card deck, I saw the devil. So for some of you, you're unsure of your romantic future prospects because of like a horrific past. For some of you, a traumatic past. People who were really very quite toxic, very controlling, very demanding, and yeah, just really unpleasant experiences. So that could very well be playing on your mind at this point in time. And it's like, well, I do want a relationship, but I also kind of don't, and I'm a bit on the fence, but also I'm kind of lonely as well. Do you know what I mean? It's that kind of energy. So this is indicating, look, Libra, as soon as you decide what it is that you want for your future, you are going to get it. All right? So be mindful of that as well when you're manifesting, because if we don't clear out the bullshit that's needing cleared out and we're actively manifesting, we could accidentally call in another toxic situation. Now, that's not to victim blame anybody. I do not believe in that at all. Okay. But it's going back to the laws of alchemy, isn't it? And that would be the law of attraction, which is actually called the law of correspondence. As above, so below. As within, so without. As without, so within. So you're being reminded to be mindful of, see when you're manifesting, to be mindful of what your internal world looks like. Because as within, so without. So the world within us is projected onto the people around us, and vice versa. The people around us, we can project internally. Okay. Why did Three of Wands come out off balance, please, for Libra? you. Justice. That's your major arcana. That's your energy. You're showing up in your own read. So yeah, it's reinforcing that message basically of, yeah, for a lot of you, fair play, not all of you, but for a lot of you, that is your energy. Uncertain of the future. Haven't fully made that decision yet as to whether or not some of you are even ready for another relationship. Can you tell us about clearance, please, for Libra? Wow. Okay. The Knight of Swords and the Queen of Coins. Some of you in the past were actually used. And you're still feeling quite angry and bitter about being used. Some of you were used for your finances. Some of you were used as a place to live as well. Some of you have still got property or items belonging to an ex still within your home that you're needing to get rid of, because their energy is still around you. That anger is still active. It's not been processed yet. Okay. And they're saying, look, it's your responsibility to ensure that your immediate surroundings is how you're wanting it to be. So what kind of vibe is going on in your home? You know, the place where you sleep. What kind of vibe is going on in that room? Have you still got something that's belonging to a person that made you angry in your house? If you can't give it back to them directly, just get rid of it. Okay, give it to a charity shop or something like that. If you can't give it back to them, just one way or the other, just get rid of stuff. Just get rid of it. If it's got a bad energy to it, a bad vibe or a bad memory attached to it, get rid of it. Okay. Can you tell us about risk for Libra, please? Thank you. The Knight of Cups. Wow. Oh, wow. For some of yous, I am still getting really strong Gemini energy, Libra. I'm not going to lie. So you could have a Libra, a Pisces, or a Gemini that's coming in towards you. Very, very interested in you. Really interested in you, in fact, with that Knight of Cups. Can you tell us more about Knight of Cups and risk, please? They're very flirty. That's why you've got playful. They're also saying as well that you're flirty, even though, Libra, you might not consider yourself as being very flirtatious, but this person definitely would describe you as being quite flirty, whether you're aware of it or not. Okay. And they're certainly flirting with you as well. Can you tell us more about that Knight of Cups, please, for Libra? It's like somebody has taken an interest in you. You could be dealing with Taurus, Cancerian, Pisces energy again. So you see with this Knight of Cups, it's clarified with the High Priest, it's the Hierophant, and the Five of Wands. There could be somebody, either you or your person of interest. If you're not interested in someone, Libra, someone's interested in you, like in a big way. Okay, so I'll just refer to them as your person of interest. You might not even be interested in them. You might not have even realised that this person's interested in you. So keep an open mind, okay? Either you or they is a divorcee with that particular combination, which we've already seen with that devil energy that I caught a peek of. Nine of Cups, the Chariot, Ace of Cups, Four of Swords, and the High Priestess. Yeah. This person is leading with their feelings. Okay. They are allowing themselves, and they have enough confidence within themselves as well, to trust in how they feel towards you. And that's what they're leading with. Right? definitely. There's a message with this Four of Swords about them being a bit shy as well, because it came out with the High Priestess. So they're flirty but shy. Maybe because you don't know enough about this person yet, or they don't know enough about you yet. Okay, so vision, it says losing something is replaced with something better. Some of you are dealing with a Cancerian, because that's the message that Cancerians have been getting out pretty consistently for the past couple of months. Great vision into the future. Aphrodite. Yeah. Aphrodite, so that's like love, isn't it? Venus energy. And you are ruled, of course, by Venus. So you're being told to remain optimistic, Libra. Especially when it comes down to your love life. Stop stressing. Remember that whole attraction thing, right? Again, without victimizing, victim blaming, or victim shaming anybody, because all of that is bullshit. But because you've clearly got a brand new something here in your energy, Libra, clearly, right? You want to give yourself the best chance possible. So it's like, if you indulge in this new thing with the attitude of, well, I'm probably gonna fucking fail anyway. Do you know what I mean? It's like that grudgingly type mindset. Then, yeah, you would be setting yourself up to fail. But if you go into it with the attitude of, do you know what, I'm going to give it my best, and whatever happens, happens. But then at least I can say, like, I tried my best. Do you know what I mean? It's a completely different mindset, isn't it? Nine of Swords is literally the nightmare card. It's about stress, worry, grief, anxiety. To clarify vision. So do you see how I'm getting that message? You don't want, they call it the self-fulfilling prophecy, don't they? And it's called the self-fulfilling prophecy for a good reason. Okay, again, without victim blaming, victim shaming, any of that, right? I've already said multiple times, I don't believe in any of that. It's bullshit, completely and utterly. Just be mindful of the mindset that you have when you're going into something new. The Hermit. Exactly. So that's, I do love it when Spirit comes through like that, because it's like, you know, they're sitting there nodding frantically and smirking. It's like, yeah, that's it exactly. Like, that's spot on. Okay. Can you tell us about Observe, please? So that'd be the Hangman. Can you tell us about Observe? Thank you. Two of Coins, the Page of Swords, which is the card of the Observer. Go figure. And then the Seven of Cups. Yeah. Confusion, daydreaming. Yeah. You know full well that not everything is going to be for you. Again, not everyone is going to be for you. You do actually have a very, very open mind at this point in time, Libra, which is really refreshing to see. Now, it also feels as well that we definitely have two sides of the fence here with the Two of Coins. Somebody 100% is wanting to get to know you better, right? And it feels like they are observing you from a distance. But it's not that much of a distance, if that makes sense. So physically, you are around this person physically, but mentally and emotionally, there's still a gap. Okay. So this is a secret admirer that you've got on the table in your energy, Libra. There is a secret admirer here. Helpless and hopeless, but opportunity beckons. Again, that's that whole on the fence. Do you see how these energies are contradicting each other? Are you seeing that? So I do feel that you've met somebody who is quite opposite to you, actually, in a lot of ways. But the way that they're opposite to you it actually complements you. So it's a really, really good partner for you, Libra. A really good partner for you. Because they bring that complementary energy. This is an opportunity for you. And tell us about helpless and hopeless for Libra. Thank you. The Page of Coins. I said that, didn't they? They're wanting to get to know you better. That's the Eight of Swords. This person, I'll tell you why that helpless and hopeless is coming out, Libra. They feel, now that it's clarified with the Page of Coins, do you know what that is? They feel like you're out of their league. That's what that is. Now we've got opportunity beckons, but it's the Four of Cups. They're afraid, or they've already assumed and told themselves in their head that you're going to turn them down. Because they genuinely feel you're out of their league. You've got the Hanged Man at the bottom of the deck. Exactly. Exactly. You see that raven up in the tree offering the coin. And it's like, look, I've got something for you. Do you want it? But they can't see because they're not looking in that direction. So you see, that would be the Ace of Coins then, wouldn't it? A new opportunity, a gift from the universe, a new beginning in something. You've got the star underneath there as well. Yeah. Healing energy. Wish fulfillment. It's a gift from the universe. It's like, Libra, if you look directly in front of you, you will see this person or this opportunity, whatever this read is about specifically for you. If it's about a job opportunity, if it's about a relationship, whatever, right? All you have to do is look directly in front of you. It's right there. It's like the universe is saying, Libra, we've put this right in front of you. All you have to do is come out of that tree. Okay, you sacrificed yourself now for long enough. You've done the work. You can come out that tree now and pick up this coin, pick up this opportunity. What else, please, for Libra? What else for Libra, please? Thank you. Guilt. Don't let guilt get in the way of happiness. Huh. Yeah. You're entitled to be happy just as much as the next person, Libra. Why is it so difficult for you to believe that? Hey? Feelings. Take time out to explore the deep emotions that you're experiencing. Yep. That's that processing, isn't it? It's processing the grief. You know, the things that you should have grieved over, but you never gave yourself permission to grieve over in the past. You know, it's giving yourself permission, isn't it? Cupid. Love is in the air when Cupid's around. Yeah. And true love. True love comes when you least expect it. What was that I was telling you about that coin being offered? That gift from the universe being offered, and the universe is saying, Libra, look right in front of you. It's right there. It's right there, pal. It's right there. Clarity. Take time to think about your situation to gain clarity. You're soon going to get clarity on exactly who you're, again, if this is about romantic love, you're going to get clarity on exactly who that person is. And it's a true love, it's a real love, it's a genuine love. And you should not feel guilty for moving on. You should not feel guilty for wanting to be happy and for wanting to be in love. Some of you are telling yourselves that you don't deserve to be treated right, and that's why you were never treated right in the past. It's bullshit. You do deserve to be treated in the correct way. You do deserve to be loved and respected and to be, you know, just treated like a human being. You deserve that. Give yourself permission to be happy, Libra. You know, just because other people in the past didn't treat you with respect or decency or value, it doesn't mean to say that you didn't have any of these things. It just means that they couldn't see it for what it was. It didn't mean that you don't have it. It's their loss because they couldn't see it. Somebody fucking sees it, Libra. Somebody sees you. They see you. And they're wanting to get to know you better. And it's someone who is literally right in front of you. They've been there the whole time for some of you. Money. Make it rain. Okay. Really good omen for those who are needing a break financially. You've got a windfall of some type coming in. Could be through a insurance payout. It could be through a pay rise. Some of you are getting promotions where there's extra finances and extra benefits put in your promotional package. Yeah, all good stuff with that money card. Whatever you're thinking about, don't do it. Now is not the fucking time. What's that all about, Libra? Is that you allowing your past to stunt your growth in the present and therefore dictate your future? If you're still doing that, you need to stop. And then you need a good fucking cry. Get the ugly cry on, let that shit go. Your soul will thank you. And then that project, that person, that idea is waiting. Yeah, get after that shit. The world has your back. Exactly. That's about your self-confidence, that one. Give yourself that permission to grieve over the things that you haven't done so yet. Okay. Right, so we're going to pull 4 of the zodiacs and we'll see who some of you could be dealing with. Right, so you've got Scorpio, Leo, Capricorn, there's that Capricorn energy again, and Pisces. Or you could have these own placements in your Venus. Okay. So you could be a Capricorn, a Scorpio, a Leo, or a Pisces Venus if you're not dealing with one of those zodiacs. Right, 12. So there's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and one more. It's 12. Right, so you've got N, U, L, L, H, Z, M, another Z, S, R, D, B. Null. What's that all about? Null, 0, none. Null. That means invalid, doesn't it? It's null, it's void, it's invalid, it amounts to nothing. Some of you were quite possibly, it was possibly drummed into you that you would amount to nothing. And that has been proven to be complete and utter bullshit. Because everybody has value. Everybody. Somebody here, though, was told that they don't have value, which is absolute bullshit. What else have we got? Okay, so we've got MS. Somebody could be struggling with the debilitating condition of having multiple sclerosis. It's a very unpleasant condition. it could well be, if you're not struggling with that condition, it could be somebody's mother had that condition and they were struggling to cope with that, and so put the way that how they felt about themselves onto you. Okay, so projection, basically. We've got the word numb, N-U-M-B. Somebody's feeling very numb, could be comfortably numb. Some of you might have been listening to Pink Floyd recently. Or there will be some kind of message for you within that Pink Floyd song, Comfortably Numb. Just feeling numb to it all, just feeling fed up, just tired constantly, feeling numb to the society around you, you know, feeling quite sort of out of place a wee bit. I've just had to Google something for you, Libra, and it's MBD, and I'm like, what is that? Okay, so it means a couple of different things. For some of you, it's like CAD design, computer aid design. Some of you could be CAD designers and work with models of some kind, like modeling. It's like 3D printed models, that sort of thing, MBDs. It can also be like, it's like a metabolic bone disorder or something like that. It can be something that happens in pregnancy when you're not getting like enough vitamins and stuff. So obviously if you're concerned about vitamins, lack thereof, or intake of, obviously yes, go see a health professional for anyone who's got concerns about vitamin intake. The main thing that it pulled up was, it says choose a life of freedom, choice and empowerment. So it's like a website for counselling and counsellors. Okay. Some of you could be counsellors, or some of you are looking for a good counsellor. Not necessarily a professional counsellor, but somebody that you can, someone that you can confide in, and they're not going to pass any kind of judgment on you, right? So yeah, it's an interesting find with that one, with that MBD. It's all about like mental health and empowerment. Some of you could be on this journey of self-empowerment as well. Really interesting messages there for you. At the end of it all though, if you can find any additional messages within either these letters or anything to do with that read, any additional or intuitive messages that you yourself can pull out of those, then that's what you're needing to run with, okay? Because I do encourage everybody to use their own intuition as well, okay? Really, really important. So any messages that you can pull for you, you will know that that's your message, okay? So yeah, that is what I have for you, Libra. If you feel that you could benefit from a personal reading that is more catered towards your own personal needs, then you can place your booking at phoenixkeiatarot.com. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.